Wild with the bi-weekly update for Follow the Money. A lot of emails have been sent in the past week wondering about what happened last week when metals were flying up and the stock market was plummeting, and all of a sudden on Friday we got a big sell-off in gold and saw it come down $60 and $65 in 2 days. Well, we've sat now and watched the futures market, the short market, the people going short on gold and silver, and a lot of times we'll see a big bump in gold and silver when there's when they have to call and ante up their future positions because the price goes up instead of down. They're betting on it to go down. Well, each of you gotten used to watch that, but the ones that have been clients a long time, going all the way back to 2012, when the market is going up fast, nobody's shorting the market, or hardly anybody's shorting the market. Everybody's going long the market. And then all of a sudden you got a liquidity squeeze caused by the stock market and the bond market. And we're sitting there watching people liquidating physical to cover their positions in future markets. So, and their things getting hit. So you don't have all the person, you actually have selling of paper gold, and then a day or two later, it readjusts back exactly what it's done. As I filmed this on Tuesday, March the 3rd, goes back from 1550 all the way back over 1600 in one day. So nothing has changed for gold and silver. It will be and is money for the remainder of history. And every day that you live, gold becomes more like money because central banks make it their way by purchasing gold because they can count it, as we've talked about many times, as full cash on their balance sheets. It goes out on their financial statements to their stockholders. So all you've seen is a reversal of short covering, and seeing long covering is just something you're not used to looking at, as we've seen for the last 8 years, primarily people shorting, trying to drive these metal markets down. I really appreciate all the nice comments. We've had about 10 or 12 talking about the explanation I gave about the budget and how it's gone from 500 billion to 4.8 trillion in only 40 years. The size of the government's grown 9.5 times. And all that happens is money continues to be printed. And now we see that money not only going into equities, but now flying into metals. And we just see it getting, especially you that own real metals, you're not buying future contracts or ETFs. You're buying the real metal. And as I've said many times, we have the lowest storage rates in the world. The lowest storage rates in the world. If you don't want to take possession, we'll put you into a COMEX warehouse. I can't mention the rate, but if you'll call Dan or I at 800-247-2812, that's 800-247-2812. And also we're seeing a tremendous increase in our IRA business. We can be your custodian and your broker, but we'll have to get you, we cannot be your custodian, but we can be your broker and agent. So we see so many people, baby boomers, coming out of their employment, taking their 401ks and making 2 IRAs, one for stocks and bonds and one for a self-directed precious metals IRA account where you can have 2 different IRAs. And so we talk about that every day. We're happy to talk to you about that and potential custodians. Once again, if you'll give us a call at 800-247-2812. Where's the market go from here? I still think, as I said, at the first of the year, we're up. The gold started the year at 1508. Here it is at 1600, even with a $65 pullback. Gold's up 5% for the first 2 months of the year. Stocks have not come anywhere close to that. And we think that's going to continue. Gold's going to continue to do this 2% a month. There'll be some months it does nothing. Other months it does 3%. But we're now nearly 2 years into watching gold go up 2% a month on average. So we think that will continue. And silver that's lagged behind, probably the second most emails we got this week is, what's wrong with silver? Gold has now hit a 95-to-1 ratio, where gold is 95 times more expensive than silver. We still think it's going to go to 50. The most logical number we see out there is when gold gets to 2,000 from 1,600, about a 35% gain. Silver will go all the way from $17 to 50 divided in 2,000 be $40 an ounce. So you would have silver over double, while gold was going up at steady 33 to 35%. So I still say load up. Right now I have the lowest price on junk silver we've ever had in the history of the company. It's a special that just started on the 2nd of March. This is the third day as I record this. And you can call our office and buy junk silver at only 19 cents over melt. Think about that. When we're going to ship it to you free at a cost of about 30 cents. So you're really buying it below what a normal wholesaler can buy it. But we were fortunate enough to get into the dealer who has a lot more inventory than he wants and is trying to raise his cash by other specials. So if you haven't got any junk silver, it could be your stable, your barter, your security blanket, if you will. If all things fall apart, you'll have dimes or quarters pre-1965 to barter with. Now, the better thing to barter with than dimes or silvers, and they could be worth $5 just for the silver content of the dime. But continue to watch silver, continue to watch what's going on in the electric car industry, what's going on, everything being done by the power companies as they change their way we're doing and making energy for the future with the solar panels. So keep an eye on that, and we'll continue to keep you posted and continue to send us the emails. I can't cover every one of them, but you can always call us. But we like getting them where we can mention them because other listeners also listen. So once again, call about the junk silver special. Remember, money's being printed, going out of style. Remember, the US dollar is the only currency in the last month. Yesterday on 3/2, we saw the Australian dollar hit an all-time high in gold. Gold hit an all-time high in the Australian dollar. So now we've seen everything except the US. So we know it's already been up to the 1880s. You really got a free 15% run, in my opinion, the rest of this year. And maybe it takes a little bit into next year. I'm not trying to say which one of those. But the point is, gold will hit an all-time high in US dollar in the next 18 months and probably sooner. So just remember, you're the only currency that's going to happen in that it hasn't happened yet. With this bi-weekly update, this is Tom Cloud signing out.